Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video, it is just a end of year kind of wrap up. I'm doing this again a little early. It's the 26th here, so happy or merry belated Christmas and happy early New Year to all you around the world. Trying to get this content out. I'm traveling. There will be a montage of my travels around the provinces and stuff here in Cambodia. You're going to be putting that together. But today it's hopefully going to be a short, kind of quick wrap up, give you guys some of my thoughts and perspectives. One, recapping kind of what's happened over the year. Two, where I plan on going for next year with the channel, and of course with Drip and Animal Farm. And just what the focus will be on, and asking you guys for your feedback as well. So a quick kind of recap is that the markets have experienced a bloodbath. A lot of people are saying this will be the worst bear market that crypto will ever see, due to the fact that we're getting more and more adoption, and regulation is probably slated to come in before the next bull run. And so all the way up until now, we've had no regulation, and we have had the Fed printing us out of any kind of turmoil in the US. And when the Fed prints money, then of course that impacts other fiat currencies as a whole. So they're saying this is and will be the absolute worst bear market that we have seen. So are we at the bottom? I don't know. I played that video before when Raoul Powell, but we'll see. So point being that if I look at all the other top cryptos that I could have gotten into, we are actually, I'm going to show my portfolio, but I'm actually on par with about what BNB is doing. So that's actually quite impressive to say that Drip has dropped 99%, 99.99% from its all-time high, and I got in very shortly thereafter. And the Animal Farm and everything else has kind of basically gone down exact as well from where it got launched to where it's at now. But due to the power of compounding and the way that the ecosystem is set up and me dollar cost averaging, I'm actually down right about the same percentage of BNB. I'm actually between BNB and XRP, but everything else has actually done worse by itself. So if I had invested in any other asset, chances are I would be down the same, if not more. And what I mean by that is I just did the numbers, and I'm at 55% loss over the entire ecosystem. Now, if I was only in Drip, then yes, I am completely wrecked from my position with Drip. I think I put in 27,000, 25,000, somewhere in there, and we'll be down to 6,000. So that is a huge loss. But when I add this over the entire ecosystem and accounting for the about $3,500 I've taken out in profits, actually taken out and put into fiat, that's a 10% ROI that I've gotten so far, and the other 90% is still in the asset. So unrealized losses is 55%. So I can't complain. I'm still going with this, and we'll see how this plays out. I haven't updated my garden strategy of what I've done here, but just for you guys watching, here's where this is at. I'll just post this as a basic post in the community side of YouTube, but this has gone down substantially as expected. But those LPs are still there, so that's the beauty of this. I do believe Drip will turn around. I didn't do a recap of the AMA, but the TLDR for that is that come mid-January, theoretically, we will have some of these developments, especially the UI, done for Drip. He hasn't done the Drip AMA as of yet, so everything in this last AMA was just focused on the Animal Farm. So it doesn't sound like he's given up on Drip. There are some comments that I've seen where people are like, you know, I'm delusional, or the Drip community is delusional, Forex is giving up on Drip. I personally believe he hasn't, but only time will tell. So going forward, what I plan to do is continue putting out content for you guys, and I'd love to know down below if you would like more of the macro kind of content. I need to find some other stuff to talk about, so either you guys give me scenarios or questions that I can dig into on the Drip ecosystem. But if you follow my content and compare me to any of the others out in the space, not tooting my own horn, but you know that I have taken a lot of different angles to overanalyze the Drip ecosystem and try to create not just strategies, but also looking at the global market, looking at speculations, looking at the numbers, all these kinds of things. And there's only so many ways that I can kind of dig into that with putting out daily content. And so until we have developments, it gets harder and harder and harder to continue to produce fresh content. And I'm sitting at, like I said, about 640 videos. So, and they are all, in my opinion, at least some form of analysis or macro environment kind of thought process, or, you know, other ways to just evaluate this. So I'd love to know from you guys what you'd like to see, what questions you want answered. I do have a members only video coming up with Scott the Investor. So for the people that are on my channel, there'll be a members only video coming up hopefully by the end of the year. And there were some questions posted, so I'll be disclosing that. So also, if you guys would like some other exclusive kind of interviews or one-on-ones or collaborations, I tried that before. They kind of fell off due to the holidays, so maybe pick that back up. But anyway, just want to give you my thoughts going forward and get some feedback from you all to see what you would like to have happen. One other thing that I find a little fascinating, that on the global market, so Amazon becomes the world's first public company to lose 1 trillion in market value. Amazon market cap shrinks to 879 billion. So it lost over just 1 trillion, and Microsoft right behind it at 889 billion. If you add both of those losses up together, that is pretty much what the entire crypto space has seen. So we had a $3 trillion market cap, and we're now sitting at about 800 billion or so. So the reason I bring that up, there it is, 811, is that, yeah, we're still early. So when you can see behemoths like just these two companies by themselves create the same amount of loss the entire crypto space has seen, that to me is just telltale that we have a lot of room for growth. And I believe still the Forex Shark ecosystem will be here and continue to grow and develop. And I do believe, I've mentioned this before, that Drip can stand on its own, but it is definitely a bull market kind of DApp. The Animal Farm has proven, in my opinion, to be sustainable for both a bear market, because it's built in a bear market, and definitely thrive in a bull market with all of the use cases and things that he's adding behind it. So it's just a matter of time of whether or not you can hold on through the storm. You guys saw on my channel, I put that we would be continue going lower. We're actually lower than what I had already forecasted. We're already at the 66 cents on the native, and 72, I believe, on the pancake swap. So I was expecting to see that by January, but we got it a little sooner. But theoretically, again, things could shape up by mid-January. Maybe the injections can get us back on track with that slower decline now that the holidays are over, and maybe by the end of the year, tax harvesting as well has been done. So expect this to go even lower before the end of the year, but we will see. So long story short, let me know what you guys would like to see in the comments, and also continuing the Drip Fitness marketing, I guess, promo, whatever you want to call it. So if you're interested in that, I had a couple people reach out to me for that. That will continue into the new year. And I believe, to me, that is the one thing we really need to do. Like, shouts out to the community that are making these other dApps, like DeFi Proof and the Droplet dApp that he's doing. It's a tune fork with some other pieces added on top of that. I think these are great and these are awesome, but I feel like this kind of stuff is just more gambling in the DeFi space. My personal perspective and opinion is that we need actual real world utility. So what Forex mentioned regarding having the super chat integration into crypto, that's real world utility. People engage with content creators and they currently spend money. I have people in my current membership that have spent money. It's not a super chat, but the point is people spend money to be in these different tiers of access or get recognized in a super chat. That's what we need. This gambling stuff it's not going, in my opinion, to do anything sustainable to Drip, because it's just gambling. Same thing with Scratchy. We got a little ways before Scratchy gets adopted and make a huge impact on Drip. That is a bull market gambling protocol. If people are in a risk-off environment and possible recession or whatever you want to call it on the horizon, and they're not willing to spend extra money. But if you can get real utility to things that people already spend money on and leverage crypto for that, that's where I feel the juice is at, and that's what we can actually do something with. So again, urge the community to brainstorm, get together. I would love to reach out to any of you guys that are interested in stuff like that, like what I provide, my virtual services. I believe that is real world utility. Not everybody needs a personal trainer nutrition training, but being able to, if you do need it, exchange it for crypto, especially a niche crypto like Drip, that's real utility. So think of ways like that where these things can be added. And then these other areas like dApps, like Droplet, I think will be great in the bull market, but I don't see any real use case right now for these projects. But again, shout out to DeFi Proof for putting the work in and coming up with creative ways like this. But I would love to hear back from the community of ideas you guys have that's not just more degen plays. What about real utility? How can we actually add that? Anyway, that's it for this video. Just giving you guys a recap and what my plans are for the future. Also, at the end of this clip, there will be the winners that were announced from this video, the Christmas giveaway. So shouts out to Crypto Fama and James McNeil. They both won 25 drip apiece. I just recorded that separately and there's no audio. So if you can end that at this part of the video, or you can watch the end to see the random wheel picker that I did there rather than doing it all online. But shouts out to those guys and everyone that participated in this Merry Dripmas Easter egg that I dropped. All right, until next time and possibly next year, but I will have some videos after this. Lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.